Hey guys, today we're back with another Meltdown review. And today on the channel we'll be melting down the Brownells BRN-4. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be melting down the Brownells BRN-4 HK416 clone. This is the 16-inch heavy barrel edition. We did want to get the 10.3 edition, that's true, HK416, but it was out of stock at that point, so this is one that we got, which we can always do that later. That being said, it is a heavy barrel profile before the gas piston system here, and then past that, it is a medium profile barrel, so should do pretty good, hopefully. That being said, before we get any more into this upper, very special thank you to Brownells for sending us the ammunition and the upper used in this video. If it wasn't for them, we would not be able to do this because we're going to be more than likely using a lot of ammunition. This right here could set a record. Who knows? I'd say it will probably beat our last record, maybe. I'm not sure. Not the Geisley H-bar, but it very well could. Who knows? That's what we're here for. Anyway, once again, very special thank you to Brownells. Next sponsor will be Center Target Firearms and Indoor Range in London, Kentucky. They did sponsor us with this full semi-automatic lower. Yes, we'll be pulling the trigger every time that the gun goes off. So YouTube, if you're watching, this is a semi-automatic rifle, ATF. We are a Class 3 FFL dealer. So yes. Anyway, that being said, special thank you to Center Target. I'll have a link in the description below for their YouTube channel and their website, so you can swing by and check them out if you'd like to. That will be the only sponsors in today's video. Once again, Brownells BRN-4 heavy barrel 16-inch. The failure points that I believe that we will see with this is if that barrel starts drooping any bit, I believe it will stop making contact with the bolt carrier group, which could be one failure, and another failure, as always, is that the barrel could rupture. I think Faxon is the one who makes the barrels for the BRN-4, so I'm interested to see how they do. That's really about it, guys. I'm interested to see what it does. Leave your comment in the comment section below. How far do you think it will go? Do you think it will beat the second record setter we had with the Radium Mob 1 at 1,050? Like I said, the current record setter right now is the Geisley Super Duty H-bar at 1,633. If you haven't checked out that video, check it out because it's interesting. But guys, I'm looking forward to it. It's heavy. I will say something, it is heavy. We're going to be trying to weld it like we normally do for most of the video, but once it gets too heavy and we start feeling that it's starting to kick in on me especially, we'll start laying it down on the wood and just firing it just like we always do. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so with Patreon, PayPal, or Venmo. So if you'd like to donate to see your favorite upper melted down on the channel, you can do so that way because, number one, we don't get any money from any of these. But either way it goes, I hope you all enjoy yourself. Make sure you comment how far you think this will go, and also as well, if you'd like to check out some merch, we have the Golden Web Here's to You Dog M16A4 Meltdown shirt. I don't think I've showed it off on the channel before, but it's one of my favorite ones I've made just because here's to you, dog. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, the Brownells BRN-4. Let's get to work. Here's to you, dog! Feels like it's hiccuping a little bit, but hopefully it'll work itself out. Hadn't really still had a round in it, I believe. Yeah. Here's to you, dog. There we go. I wonder why it's hiccuping so bad for her. She's got a lot of recoil, I'll tell her that. We got a double feed and a half right here. Got another double feed. I don't know what's going on with it. God bless. We're clear. Nope. Something ain't wanting the chamber, boys. Give me a different mag. We might be calling it on this and I don't know what's going on with it. It ain't wanting to go in the battery. Well, boys, might be something stuck in the chamber, but yeah, it's not even wanting to reset. So guys, let's let her cool down and see what's going on with her. I know we at least made it to 500, so oh well. All right, guys, we are back, and the Brownells BRN-4 is officially melted. So, really weird ending to that. Total round count, as you can see here, was the max we fired and the ones we picked up that we had to eject and everything else. 560 rounds altogether, 560. So, a little bit of a disappointing. That being said, we've took the upper apart and we've tried our best to figure out what the problem was. As you can see there at the end of the video, I was attempting to reset the bolt carrier group. It wasn't going fully seated. We thought maybe that a round had sheared off in the chamber because we have had that happen. It's been a long time since that happened, but it has happened before in the past, so it's, you know, not out of the question. That being said, the round did not shear out of the in the barrel or anything like that, so there was no obstruction that's blocking the barrel. The bolt carrier group is still not wanting to go fully seated, and now it's completely cooled off. We took even the bolt out of the bolt carrier group and plugged it in here, and it twisted freely inside, so it's nothing to do with the bolt carrier group or anything like that. Then the next problem we ran into is the piston. So the actual piston that's down here, from what I can tell, has come loose from the piston system up here and is keeping the bolt carrier group from fully seating. The bolt carrier group does look good. There's no problems or anything at all with it. Like I said a minute ago, everything here is still working perfectly fine. No problems really. But from my hypothesis, and once again, this is just my hypothesis, just looking at it from an armorer's perspective, I believe that the piston here has come loose from the piston system up here and has come too far back to let the actual bolt carrier group seat properly. So as you can see here, doesn't matter how hard we slam it or anything else, it's not wanting to go fully into and be seated. And if I'm not mistaken, it's hitting against that piston system, and that is what is not letting it seat. Once again, you can look down the barrel here. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I can see it perfectly. I can see daylight through it. There's no protrusion, and once again, we did take the bolt out of the bolt carrier group, and it sprung freely in it. So, get up with Brownells, let them know what happened, what the malfunction was. We'll send it back to them and see what they said or what they think it is, and if they also conclude the same hypothesis that we did as well. Also, if something changes and they decide to change the piston system or beef it up, or maybe just make a few changes here and there, we will once again melt this down again, as long as they're good with that. But I'm for certain that they're probably looking into it and see where the failure occurred and see if it's just a one sample that did occur with, or if it's something that they need to change across the actual assembly line. That being said, once again, this is not something that you normally put a AR-15 through. Everybody knows that this is mainly entertainment, but there is some scientific points of it. Once again, if you take a vehicle on a full round tour across the United States and see the first thing that fell on it that's, you know, not tires or whatever else, or it running out of gas, and you can say, hey, that might be the weakest system in our vehicle. That's kind of the same ideology that I get behind these meltdowns, is that whatever ends first in this is probably the weakest point of the rifle. And to me, on this one here, the weakest point of the rifle more than likely currently is a piston system, especially if it's losing whatever binding it has up here and it's coming loose from the system. So that being said, once again, just my hypothesis, but that's from what me and Kyle can look at and tell right now. Once again, we'll be sending it back to Brownells and see what they think about it. Once again, very special thank you to Brownells for sending us this upper and the ammunition used in the video. Thank you to Center Target Firearms and Indoor Range for the full semi-automatic lower. Once again, ATF, we're Class 3 FFL, but full semi-automatic for YouTube. But guys, I'm kind of lost words. I thought that it would go a lot further. I was expecting it to at least hit the 1,000 round mark, because I know that if you all have been watching the channel for any bit of time, the adjustable piston systems, they do have problems, and that's where most of the time the uppers, besides the Spear LT SIG, has failed at, is with adjustable piston system. And I thought, well, this one is non-adjustable, it's staked in place, whatever else, it's not, there's nothing that can be changed on it. I thought it would hold up better than a lot of them did, but as we can see, there was a problem. So that being said, guys, I'll keep you updated with that, and I'll let you all know what Brownells says once we send it back. But once again, thank y'all for viewing as always. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, meltdowns, and I'll see y'all in the next video.